Well, I work at the Art Museum as the Director of Education, and so my focus is always to find programs that will help students, whether it's a K through 12 student or a university student, forge a connection with art. We were dealing with a lot of athletes that wanted to talk about misperceptions. A lot of the athletes were saying there's this misperception about who I am, that I'm only an athlete, I don't have any other aspects to my dimension. I thought it would be a good opportunity for us to highlight the work of these athletes and show how art can really make what is invisible visible.
I like art because it kind of just helps me express my thoughts, my feelings more. Because I'm not really a talker. I'm not really open with my feelings all the time. So I kind of feel like I can express myself through my paintings, through my drawings, or whatever I'm putting on paper, you know. And I can't be judged by it unless somebody really asks me, like, what am I trying to get out of this picture? And then I kind of can just like tell my story through that. I think that's a different twist on life, I guess, if you really think about it.
Man, I can't draw that, man. I could draw that, that's not
What I like about drawing, I like to, be creative and, just have fun and I like, color schemes and making different shapes and just enjoying the art. So I love having the control over it and, just going on with my mind and just letting my hand go.
I remember the instructors took us to the art gallery and I saw this painting that it was just so interesting to me because some of the people in the painting were just really detailed and others were kind of unfinished. It helped me kind of just sit back and just try to get the full understanding of people and not try to look at their actions, but more so trying to look at their intentions and what they're trying to get out of themselves.
We've been giving them a lot of practice exercises where they've been looking at how fonts represent a personality.
I was asked to, use my name, kind of draw a picture to define kind of who I am, and today I drew a turtle and a flower. And then I put my name in that, and it was a lot of fun. And with art, there's just you have your own creativity that you can use and drive off of, and that's the best part. So
I think that's probably what's been most surprising is how focused they are. And it's also interesting to see the relationship. Being an athlete is very similar to being an artist. You have to think about sequence and process and always be one step ahead. So it's been interesting when you think about these two, these identities that seem to be opposite, but really they have so much in common, art and athletics.
This art class kind of taught me that I guess I'm more creative, more artsy than I thought. I've never been able to sit down and just do art because I never thought I could do, my productions were that great, so I kind of just shied away from it. But this class kind of helps me focus in and just put out what I want, put out my thoughts, my expressions, and I think what I produce is actually pretty cool. So I guess my creativity is higher than I thought it would be.
I count 6 shots.
I count 2 guns.